Good morning, English one. Happy week before spring break. We've got just a few assignments this week, and at the end of the week, you'll see that I'm going to assign your summative assessment. That is not due this week, nor do I expect you to work over spring break, right? Spring break, I expect you to just relax and enjoy time with your family. So, we the voters, this is the first exercise you're working on this week, and it's not very, it doesn't require too much time, but please do put the time necessary into completing it, which isn't a lot, and please make sure that you're answering the questions based on your own understanding of the video. All right. Yeah, that's all. That's what I'll say about that. So, what is the intended purpose of the video? That's question one. um, some of you struggled with intended purpose, like especially with the Obama speech last week. And it made me concerned that perhaps you didn't watch the entire speech. Sometimes the intended purpose doesn't come right away, right? And if you did some background on the DNC in 2004 and we understood why Barack Obama was actually there, he was a speaker, right? He was not speaking on behalf of himself. He was speaking on behalf of John Kerry, and he was promoting him as the president, as the Democratic nominee. Okay, so that was actually the intended purpose. That was the reason he was speaking. So sometimes you actually have to watch the entire text, in this case a video, to understand what the intended purpose is. So please make sure you do that. This one's not a long one, maybe 13 minutes total, and that's the only video I'm asking you to watch. Okay, question two. The speaker in the video begins with an allusion, so that's a reference to Brave New World. I've given you the author there in case you want to do some background research, but you really don't need to, because in this next clause, I tell you what I mean. This allusion suggests that brave may actually mean dangerous. Brave as in like uncharted. And so there's an element of danger there. As you watch the short film, consider why this allusion may be made in the opening. How is social media dangerous? So the film is all about social media and how we receive our news, media versus social media. Excuse me. So you want to consider why that allusion may have been used in the opening few scenes. 3, how does the video employ ethos to support its intended purpose? Of course, employ means uses. So how does it use ethos to support its intended purpose? How does it build credibility? Because remember, ethos is all about credibility. 4, what do the subjects of the interview, that means people, on the video suggest is the difference between receiving news from the media versus social media? Right? Media as in like watching the TV or listening to the radio or reading a newspaper versus scrolling through your phone and seeing news pushed specifically for you. 5, describe incestuous amplification. Provide an example not included in the video. I said this may require you to do some research. That's fine. But of course, that research would be synthesized in your brain and computed and put into your own words, right? 6, what do the media specialists recommend as a way to actually expand your worldview? All right, so you've got 6 questions here, all of which will require you to watch the entire film. Some of them you'll be able to answer with parts from every part of the film. It's not just one specific section. Okay, so 6 questions. Please make sure you write in complete sentences. Please understand that frequently a complete sentence doesn't start with that. What is the intended purpose? That social media is dangerous. I don't know if that's true or not true, but please understand that that's not a complete sentence. Excuse me. Okay. If you have questions, please email me. If they're questions that I spoke about here, I'll direct you here. Have a happy Monday.